Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to start working on a new light sensor that is TSL2569. Now to gain more knowledge about the sensor and explore it, let's have a visit over the website that is controleverything.com, and here we have to search for the sensor that is TSL2569, and here we go. It's, as you can see, it's a 16-bit light to digital converter programmable gain I2C mini module, and these are some of its features. Please have a look over that, and you can purchase the sensor from here. I will be interfacing the light sensor TSL2569 with a Raspberry Pi and a Python code. To go for the Python code, resource tab is there, and there's the code. There goes the Python code sample. You can download the Python code sample as a zip file from here. Now you can have the privilege to download the code from github.com, and the repository there is Control Everything Community. Well, let's have a look over the hardware connections. We need to set up the environment for the working and the interfacing of this sensor along with the Raspberry Pi and Python code. Now coming to the hardware section, first of all we require our sensor, that is light sensor TSL2569. Now this here is a Raspberry Pi, and these are the GPIO pins of the Raspberry Pi. Now we need an I2C shield, which you are able to see on my screen, and it's available on the website controleverything.com. This is very useful in making connections with other I2C devices, and the connection was always a lot easier. So gently place over the I2C shield over the GPIO pins of the Raspberry Pi and make a connection. Now we need a connecting cable just like this and make a connection among the sensor, and a rule has to be followed that the brown wire of the cable should be connected to the ground terminal of the sensor, and for the same reason to the I2C shield. Now we need a micro USB cable to power up our Raspberry Pi. And for the final part, which is to connect to the internet, we have two ways. First of all, this here is an Ethernet cable or a LAN cable, as you can see, and gently insert it over the power jack. Now we can also have the alternative way, that is a nano adapter, wireless nano adapter, and you can insert it over the USB jack. So we are done with the connections part. Now what we require is to have a code, and let's see how it interfaces with the sensor. For the interfacing of the Python code, we have to get the code. So log into github.com, and here search for the repository that is Control Everything Community, and there you go. Here search for the sensor that is TSL2569, and here it is, and this is the Python code. Let's have a look over the instructions first. It says that we have to download and install SMBus library on the Raspberry Pi, and this link will help us to install that SMBus. As you see, you can note down all the relevant information and do it carefully, the installation. Now this is the command to run the Python code. Note it down and get back to the Python code. As you can see, it's a .py extension file. Now first of all, we have imported SMBus and time libraries, and we have the address of the sensor, that is 0x39. Now in the writing section part, we have to select control register 0x00 or with command register 0x80, and 0x03 comprises for the command to power on mode, and this is the writing command. Now we have to select timing register having address 0x01 or with command register 0x80, and we are sending 0x02 that goes for nominal integration time, that is 402 ms, and the writing command is here. At the very end, we have to read the data back from the sensor, that is 0x06 and 0x0e for the channel 0 and channel 1. Now what we require is to convert the data for channel 0 and 1, which is according to the formalities we have to fulfill for the datasheet for TSL2569. At the very end of our code, we have the output to be displayed on the screen, which is full spectrum, infrared values and visible values for the sensor. So we are done with the writing part for the explanation. Now what we have to show for the working, let's have it. For the working environment, first of all, we have to copy this entire Python code, as you can see on my screen, and open up the terminal for the Raspberry Pi via internet. Here, create a new file for the sensor TSL2569.py for the reference, and paste the entire code here, and then save it. Now this is the command to run, as you can see on my screen, and here we go. We have the full spectrum, infrared and the visible value in the lux. Now when I again run, there is a very small change regarding the values, but when I place some object over the sensor, you can see the decrease in full spectrum, infrared and the visible values. As I move the object to the sensor. Now instead of that, when I place some light source near the sensor and run the command, you can see there's an increase in full spectrum and infrared and the visible values, and it's going on to be increasing. Now this is how the sensor responds to the Python code via Raspberry Pi. Now let's have a look over the applications, the benefits and the features for the sensor TSL2569. Let's have it. The TSL2569 is highly sensitivity light to digital converter that transform light intensity to a digital signal output capable of direct I2C or SMBus interference. Each device combines one broadband photodiode and one infrared responding photodiode on a single CMOS integrated circuit capable of providing a near phototropic response over an effective 20-bit dynamic range. Now the sensor is ideal in notebook, tablets, PCs, LCD monitors, cell phones and digital cameras. In addition, other applications include street light control, security lighting, sunlight harvesting and many more. The sensor is available on the website controleverything.com, and you can have the code from the resource tab, and after that you can download the code as a zip file. You can also have the code from GitHub repository and its Control Everything community. In the end, I would make to clear that in case if you have any queries, you can have a look over controleverything.com for further queries, and you can post your comments on community page. For articles and blogs which are relevant to this sensor and video, you go on to instacables.com, and to subscribe more video tutorials, go to our YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a good one yourself. Thanks a lot for watching.